Honda has been a dominant force in the motorcycle world since 1948, producing iconic models like the Super Cub, which sold over 120 million units. Yet amidst this massive production, some Honda motorcycles stand out as incredibly rare. These bikes became elusive for various reasons: limited editions, unique designs that didn't catch on, or simply fading from the spotlight over time. So join us as we explore the 10 rarest Honda motorcycles ever made. Number 10. 2004 Honda Rune. In 2004, Honda introduced the Rune, a motorcycle designed to stand out in the competitive United States market. Recognizing the demand for cruisers, Honda took a bold step by turning a wild concept into a production model with minimal changes. The Rune featured a flat six-cylinder engine borrowed from the Goldwing GL 1800, paired with innovative suspension technology and strikingly unique styling. Honda used this model to demonstrate its advanced engineering capabilities, crafting a motorcycle that was as much a statement as a vehicle. The production cost for each Rune reached approximately $100,000, significantly higher than its $27,000 purchase price, because nearly all its components were custom-made specifically for this model and were not shared with any other Honda motorcycle. This exclusivity and attention to detail made the Rune a rare and unique machine, with approximately 3,000 units built during its production run. The Rune remains an iconic example of Honda's engineering ambition. Number 9. 1959 Honda Bentley CB92. The 1959 Honda Bentley CB92 was a rare and iconic motorcycle that played a key role in Honda's history. It was the first mass production model to use the CB name and was designed for sporty riding. The motorcycle featured a 125 cubic centimeter, 4-stroke overhead cam twin-cylinder engine, which was very advanced for its time. The engine produced 15 horsepower at 10,500 revolutions per minute, allowing the bike to reach speeds of up to 75 miles per hour. This performance made it popular among racers and motorcycle enthusiasts. The CB92 became famous after Hajime Kitano rode it to victory in the Mount Asama volcano race in 1959. The design included a pressed steel frame and leading link front suspension. Its sporty look was further enhanced by aluminum mudguards and a larger fuel tank, giving it a distinctive, aggressive appearance. The bike's lightweight build and agile handling made it especially fun to ride on twisty roads. Number 8. 1983 Honda MXV 250. Honda introduced the MXV 250 in 1983, showcasing its capability to produce two-stroke engines after focusing on four-stroke engines since the company's establishment in 1948. While its Japanese competitors embraced two-stroke technology, especially in Grand Prix motorcycle racing from the 1960s onward, Honda prioritized four-stroke designs, even as two-strokes became dominant in smaller classes in the prestigious 500 cubic centimeter category. The MVX 250 featured a V3 engine with two forward cylinders and one mounted at a 90-degree angle to the pair, delivering 40 horsepower. This innovative design demonstrated Honda's engineering expertise, but revealed a critical flaw in the engine's design that led to complete engine failure under certain conditions. As the popularity of two-stroke engines for road bikes declined, Honda discontinued the MXV 250 after only a year of production. Finding a surviving example of this rare motorcycle today is an enormous challenge, given its limited production and the issues that plagued its engine. Number 7. 2016 Honda RC213 VS. In 2001, Grand Prix Racing replaced 500 cubic centimeter two-stroke motorcycles with 990 cubic centimeter four-stroke models, which looked more like motorcycles available for road use. This change created a marketing opportunity for manufacturers to sell models inspired by MotoGP bikes. Ducati capitalized on this trend with the Desmo Sedici RR, a limited edition model with a high price. Honda followed with the RC213 VS in 2016. This motorcycle featured a MotoGP-derived 999 cubic centimeter V4 engine that produced 157 horsepower, although a sport kit increased output to 212 horsepower. Weighing only 353 pounds, the RC213 VS delivered remarkable speed but required exceptional riding skill, comparable to racers like Valentino Rossi or Casey Stoner, to fully utilize its performance. Honda produced only 213 units, pricing each motorcycle at $183,000. Its exclusivity, advanced engineering, and direct MotoGP lineage made it highly desirable, and the price significantly increased over time. Number 6. 1990 Honda RC30. The Honda RC30, released in 1990, was a motorcycle designed with a clear focus on racing. Honda's commitment to improving its machines through competition extended beyond Grand Prix racing to production-based series, which required manufacturers to build a specific number of street-legal bikes. The RC30 became an icon in this realm. It featured a 748 cubic centimeter V4 engine that produced 118 horsepower, which was considered powerful at the time. The bike had a lightweight design, tipping the scales at 388 pounds. Its distinctive features included a double headlight, a single seat, a single-sided swing arm, and Honda Racing Corporation livery. These characteristics set the RC30 apart from the sports bikes commonly seen on the roads during that era. Only 316 units were sold in the U.S., each priced at $15,000, which was double the cost of a standard production sports motorcycle. The RC30 remains a significant part of motorcycle history. Number 5. 2004 Honda Dream CB50R. In the 1960s, while competitors turned to two-stroke engines for Grand Prix racing, Honda continued using four-stroke engines. To match the power output of two strokes, Honda engineered increasingly complex multi-cylinder four-stroke engines with displacements of 50 cubic centimeters, 125 cubic centimeters, 250, and then 350 cubic centimeters. The RC110 was Honda's 50 cubic centimeter racer. In 1997, Honda introduced the AC15 model, a tribute to this legacy. It featured a double overhead camshaft single-cylinder engine with a displacement of 50 cubic centimeters, delivering approximately 8 horsepower, mounted in a frame styled after a race bike. In 2004, Honda launched the Dream CB50R, designed exclusively for track use in the U.S. Only 440 units of this model were built, making it rare and highly sought after by collectors. Number 4. 1992 Honda NR750. Honda exited Grand Prix racing in 1967 because the company did not want to develop two-stroke engines. It stayed out for over a decade and returned with innovative engineering. Honda aimed to stick with four-stroke engines, but faced a limit on the number of combustion chambers allowed in 500 cubic centimeter race bikes. Engineers created a unique design, a V8-like engine with 4 large oval pistons, meeting the requirement for only 4 combustion chambers. The concept was groundbreaking but ultimately ineffective, leading Honda to develop a two-stroke engine that achieved remarkable success in racing. Later, Honda introduced the NR750 for the road, incorporating the oval piston engine, electronic fuel injection, carbon fiber bodywork, a digital dashboard, and design elements that influenced the Ducati 916. The NR750, released in 1992, was priced at $60,000, and 300 units were sold in the U.S. Number 3. 1978 Honda CX500. The Honda CX500, released in 1978, was a motorcycle that sold in large numbers around the world, but has nearly become extinct today. It featured a transverse V-twin engine and a simple and uninspiring frame and suspension. The CX500 was Honda's first motorcycle with a V-twin engine, and it was also the first production motorcycle to have tubeless tires. The engine had its gearbox mounted beneath the crankshaft, making it short but quite tall, which resulted in a bike that was tall with a compact wheelbase. Although it was successful in terms of sales, the bike offered little excitement. Many CX500 motorcycles were used as courier bikes and were ridden into the ground, so they become a rare sight today. Those that have survived have been turned into cafe racers. A turbo version was also released, but only 50 registered models exist in the US and the United Kingdom combined. Number 2. 1969 Honda CB754. The 1969 Honda CB754 revolutionized the motorcycle industry by introducing 4-cylinder superbikes and setting the standard for street bikes for the next decade. It featured a 4-cylinder engine mounted transversely, offering a large displacement at about half the price of similar bikes according to Hemmings. The Honda CB750 also had an electric start, disc brakes, and Honda's well-known reliability. It became known as a superbike and helped create the term Universal Japanese Motorcycle, used to describe Japanese motorcycles in the 1970s. Although the CB750 was widely available, a hand-built 1968 prototype was never released to the public. Honda made 5 prototypes for testing and motorcycle shows in export markets, and parts from one prototype wouldn't fit the others. A candy gold version displayed at the Brighton Motorcycle Show in 1969 changed owners in the United Kingdom before being sold at auction in 2018 for €161,000, or about $223,550, making it the most expensive motorcycle sold at the time until the RC213VS auctioned in 2021. And at number 1, the 1975 Honda Goldwing GL1000. The 1975 Honda Goldwing GL1000 was a pioneering motorcycle that transformed the touring bike market. It was Honda's first water-cooled motorcycle, featuring a 999cc horizontally opposed 4-cylinder engine, which offered smooth performance and a low center of gravity, making it well-suited for long rides. An innovative aspect of the GL1000 was its faux gas tank, which housed the bike's electrical components and coolant overflow tank, while the actual fuel tank was cleverly placed under the seat. This design helped maintain a low center of gravity, providing greater stability and comfort, crucial for touring. The engine delivered 80 horsepower, allowing the bike to reach speeds of up to 111 miles per hour. It also featured a 5-speed transmission and a shaft drive, both of which were advanced features at the time. The bike's combination of performance, reliability, and innovative design quickly made it popular with long-distance riders. From groundbreaking designs to ultra-limited production runs, these rare Honda motorcycles showcase the brand's legacy of innovation and exclusivity. Which Honda masterpiece is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of motorcycles. Ride safe!